Today we're going to be talking about how you can use PDFs to save you time and money. We're going to be working inside of PDFs using Adobe Acrobat Reader, which you can download from Adobe for free. Working inside a PDF is pretty straightforward. We're going to be going over navigation, copying texts and text areas. We're also going to talk about searching and when using bookmarks. Navigating inside of Adobe Acrobat is pretty straightforward. Across the top, you're going to find a navigation pane that looks like this. Notice there's an up and down arrow for which page you're on, and there's also a zoom in and zoom out that allows you to zoom in and out of the document. Notice that this one's already at 50%. The right arrow or control page down button will take you an entire next page. The left arrow or control page up button will take you up an entire page. One comment here, if you use page up and page down without the control keys down, it'll take you a screen up or a screen down. This can be handy if you're trying to read a document and you don't want to just go to the next page if you're looking at it on your computer. Scroll bars are there to do that fine adjustment. And then we have the ability to zoom in and zoom out with Control plus and Control minus. This says Control equals because it's really the equals key, but it's the equals and the plus are the same key. And then we also have the ability to show a thumbnails page. This is what the thumbnails page looks like. So let's go take a look. Here we are. We're going to start at the top. Now notice those up and down arrows aren't showing up for me on this page. That's because I'm using a really small monitor. If I click here, I can see the previous page button that aligns with the left arrow, or the next page button that aligns with the right arrow. Let's just click on the next page button. So now I'm on the next page button. If I go back, I can go back to the original page. Now notice I'm just using my left and my right arrows. If I do page down, it takes me a screen down. Do you see that? Just a screen. So I don't actually go all the way to page 4. I stay on page 3. Okay? Now, if I want to move faster, I can press the Control key and hold it down, then press page down. And that's going all the way to the next page. And you can see that changing my page number. The next thing I can do is zoom in and zoom out. If I wanted to zoom to 200%, maybe to check to see how good this graphic is, or maybe to zoom in because I forgot my glasses, I can do that really easily. I can also use Control plus and Control minus to do that same zooming in and zooming out. There are a couple of other options here. One is fit width, which fits the screen to the width that you're viewing. Now, if you do fit width with nothing on your screen, of course it makes it wider. The other option is fit visible and actual size. This allows us to see what 100% looks like. We're also talking about using these thumbnails. You can click on them, which shows the thumbnail pane, and this allows you to quickly review your document and then maybe choose a page that has a particular amount of text on it that you want to go and look at. So for instance, this one allows us to go check and see how we use blue sheets to follow up. Instead of looking at every single page or paging down through all the single pages, you can look through the entire document really quickly, pick the page that you want to go to, and see it. The next thing we want to do is be able to copy text and images. And to do this, you're going to right-click on the document and choose the selection tool from the pop-up menu. Then you're going to drag the text and select the image that you want. Let's go take a look. I'm going to go back to showing my thumbnails, and I'm going to go all the way up to the page that we were looking at earlier. Now, I know this is page 17, so I could have just put 17 right here, and it would have taken me right there as well. Now that I'm here, I want to select this. See, I just can't, it doesn't select so easily. So what you have to do is right-click, and then do Select Tool. Then you can highlight the text that you're trying to select, right-click and copy, and then go to another document and then right-click and paste. Notice it loses some of the formatting, so you're going to have to clean that up before we go forward. I can use the same methodology to select graphics. For instance, this little picture here, I can right-click on, do Copy Image, and then I can go into Word and paste the image. I can't, however, copy both the words and the image so easily this way. We're going to talk about that next. You see, to copy the words and the image, you need to use a different tool. I'm still in my selection tool, but as soon as I hit right click and do hand tool, I'll go back to the normal tool that's used to move about PDF documents. The next thing we might want to do is copy an area or something that includes text and an image. Here we go. We're going to go up to Edit, do Take Snapshot, and then we're going to create a rectangle around what we're looking for. Once we release the mouse button, it'll be copied to the clipboard, and then we can paste it into any application we choose. Let's try. So I'm going to Edit. I'm choosing Take Snapshot. I'm going to use this selection tool to select a rectangle around the part of the document I want. And then I'm going to release. That takes the snapshot and allows me to take this into a different document, for instance Word, and paste it. You can also do this with the snipping tool the same way. Now that I'm done, I still have the snapshot thing. To get back to using the hand tool, I just press the Escape key on my keyboard and I'm back to using a hand. This is an important part I want to make sure everybody saw. Press the Escape key to exit snapshot mode. Otherwise, it's a little hard to get back to it. The next thing you can do is search within text. And to do this, we're going to move throughout the document using the search command. Hit the Control key and then the F button, and that'll bring up the Find dialog. It'll show you the last thing you searched on. We're going to search for badger. And when we hit Find, it will find the first occurrence of that word. You can use this Next and Previous button to move throughout your document and find every time that badger occurs in the document. It'll also tell you once you've looped through the entire document. The final thing I want to talk about is bookmarks. When you create a PDF, you have the ability to export it along with bookmarks. This allows the reader to quickly jump through your document. Let's take a look. So here's our document. I'm going to go to the very beginning of the document. What you'll see here is you'll see a table of contents. This table of contents has a bookmark that takes me automatically to the page that I want to go to. So for instance, the anatomy of Dine-Edger. If I click this, it takes me right to that page, right for that particular area that I need to review. This can be handy when you're referencing other pages inside of a book as well. For instance, if there was a link inside of this section pointing to another page, I'd be able to click it and it'd take me right there for my reference. Bookmarks are a tricky thing. Just so you're aware, you can only create bookmarks inside of Acrobat Standard or Acrobat Pro, or when you export them from individual documents. And there you have it, working inside a PDF and making it around Adobe Acrobat Reader.